Mr. Speaker, last week Parliament raised him a series of questions as to the recruitment process deployed by our good Department of Defense. These are follow-up questions, Mr. Speaker, and as a matter of protocol, when the Minister responded, he requested for a letter. I have deployed a letter to his office, raising all the questions me asked him last time. My series of follow-up questions are as follows. Mr. Speaker, last week, and I quote the Defense Minister when he said, when we bring this kind of information to this respectable house, we must and we need to clarify and verify those information. As such, I've taken the liberty over the weekend to verify my statements as well as the facts that I thought I raised in these questions, and unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, the facts remain the same. Therefore, I ask this series of questions. Minister, last week you said, and I saw in several media, that we engaged an independent HR firm to run the selections, interview physically as well as medically, including all the tests necessary. My first question, since the independent firm did the selection and the verification, who recommended the engagement of this company to the Defense Council? Was there a request for tender sent out? What was the criteria in selecting this firm? Or was that done online as well? Question number two. Minister, can you clarify, as per my research and search with IPA, the company that was engaged, which is now public media, Labour Solutions Limited, has been deregistered for non-compliance. Is this the same firm that was engaged to do the online selection, meaning we engaged a deregistered company? Question number three, if the process is too important and we had to get it right, why didn't we engage international reputable companies through this scheme? My other question, since the fact that we engaged HR firm to do the recruitment, Minister, as you raised through you, Mr. Chair, and the issue of an individual which the Minister claimed to be a third-year university student from UPNG. Mr. Minister, I can now confirm that student is a first-year student, and the record now, Mr. Speaker, as some of us hold in our hands through our phones, I think, is that this student is using multiple IDs. Is not a student claiming the UPNG ID. His name is different, his birth certificate and everything is different, and the name he used to enter the force through the recruitment process is totally different. Minister, how many recruits were accepted outside the official list shortlisted? Is there a separate list that was included? How did individuals with different identities pass through the supposedly secure recruitment process? Can you confirm whether there are any recruits have Mr. Speaker, that the recruitment process has not been compromised by any other forces outside of the required force for this recruitment? Minister, further, will you immediately suspend all questionable recruits pending a full investigation? Will you halt all recruitment and training process until the matter is resolved in the interest of transparency and accountability? Will you refer these cases of impersonation and irregular recruitment of persons required under PNGDF regulations, including individuals you mentioned to this floor? Will you of the recruits that we accepted, which we will train and deploy as defense individuals in this country? From the shortlist, there appears to be a misalignment or discrepancies between shortlist and the accepted list. Minister, can you assure this House as to what process was employed or used to allow individuals that were not on the shortlist to be in the final intake? And Minister, I don't want to call names here of certain individuals that are listed who have not been in the shortlist. Mr. Speaker, my second last question. By the list of candidates that are officially accepted, there is a huge discrepancy and an imbalance between candidates that are accepted for each region and province, which in the national interest is not good. Mr. Minister, through you, Mr. Speaker, my last question, will we stop the intake because these individuals, can you confirm that these individuals, if we accept them now, will be deployed, these 300 persons will be deployed in the general election next year? And this is a serious concern for us, this honorable House, as well as the people of Papua New Guinea. Now, final one, Mr. Speaker, can the Minister apologize to this House for misleading us as to the information he gave us last week? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank the good Governor from Morobe once again for asking these follow-up questions. I also thank you for writing to my office those questions, and I would also like for him to add the long series of questions that he has asked today, together with those, so that I can do a parliamentary statement with regards to all these issues. But last week, I responded. In my response, I did give out some information, and I want to state that at the time, I did give information that I know was true, as provided to me by my department. And as such, I don't think that there is a place for me to apologize, because I said in good faith, and those information were factual and provided to me by my department. With regards to the
Immediate point of order. Honorable Governor, when a point of order,
The minister's statement actually raised consternation even amongst former commanders of the PNGDF and the general public. It is the most debated subject at the moment. The half-truths and the falsehoods that the minister had told on this floor. Now, he needs to apologize not just to the members of the parliament, but also to the PNG public, Mr. Speaker. Ministers cannot be telling lies on the floor, particularly when they create massive discontent in the community, especially the minister in charge of our national security, Mr. Speaker, so he needs to apologize.
Honorable Governor, point of order, in order, Thomas. Suppose you like, whenever you can raise him supplementary question, any minister and raise him this like issue. Minister will answer him question and will talk by working paper. Now I provide him any come of floor, you may have him gain all response and all this because Governor of Morobe, and me ask him series of questions here, short, plenty long through. Now this plan. So me ask him Minister of Defense, go ahead na answer him all. Ask him become Governor of Morobe.
Mr. Speaker, I also meet finish all information been given along here along Parliament, and all information we may been got. Na department give me long and me talk. So no got need lo me lo apologize lo display. Lo question long Governor Blom Morobe, this la issue nuclear issue. Last time defense recruitment been come up lo 2021. Now, same kind of complaint, allegations, and stuff. Therefore, only stopping recruitment. For the last 5 years, been got defense recruitment have been stopped. Time we come inside, government is talking Mipla must got 7,000 active force by 2030. Right now, we have 2,950 active force. I need to find 5,000 plus, which we need to recruit. And so, work and stop us then, people work. Now, time you complain, kind of same. How by me reaching this target? While at the same time, the attrition rate is really high. People are leaving the defense force. So, work and stop, need and stop. Let's have the criteria and meet up finish. Time we come in, we decided to find a way to make this happen. And we have come up with processes and protocols and policies that we thought that will help us.
You got another point of order. When I'm point of order, Governor of Long and Northern Province.
I think I just want to add that some very serious allegations were presented here with apparently evidence. The minister can simply make an undertaking that these matters will be seriously investigated. We understand that we need new recruits, but it's about the process that's followed in recruiting these new recruits. We want to ensure that it's transparent and it's done in a proper legal manner. That's what the question was, I believe. So if the minister can just make an undertaking and then bring forth the results of that investigation report and table it here in the Parliament, that would be appropriate. Thank you.
Honorable Governor of Long Northern Province, point of order by one kind of same Governor of Long Civic. You can debate. Now by you member, you debate him minister. You like him, you ask him question can. Behind him this law, supplementary na this law. Now, time you may walk law entertain him or point over there, all honorable members. You may all kill him that time, yeah. Point of orders after point of orders. You raise him. And me talk by me, come up in paper and I walk him, and that's the time you may debate him. Low floor. So Milarim, Governor of Long, Minister of Defense, you continue long, answer him question, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm trying to get there, but I'm just trying to give a background information as to why this recruitment is very important for Defense Force. And so the criteria me put him in here, me make him. It is something that we have put in place to make sure that this kind of complaints does not happen. And that's why we got an independent HR firm. And how was the HR firm selected? It was brought to Defense Council. There were 3 of them. And we selected one. All two. Whether they are deregistered or not, that I don't know. At this stage, we'll find out. And that we'll get the administrative team to find out and report on that as part of the response that we will be giving on the floor.
The chairman of the Defense Council, he should know. So instead of, I take from the governor, Jufa, instead of responding, give us a paper in writing so that we all understand, because this is a national concern. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Governor, point of order, you and me are right, Lord Display. Honorable Minister, I think there was a series of questions and me, Governor, you ask him, and plan the long blood too much, so good long you can answer him in writing, bring him come. Now all members all can look him na harim na you can sabe.
Mr. Speaker, what I was trying to say was that I don't have that information right now. So as part of the response that I'll be giving with this question and a series of questions that he asked last week, I'll put it together and respond. But I'd like to assure the House and our country that an investigation has been ordered. If there are people who have been through Golden River Training Depot by shortcuts, we will not entertain them, Mr. Speaker. We have strict protocols that we have put in place to make sure that only those people who qualify and who meet the criteria end up in Golden River Training Depot. If someone has made any shortcuts, those people will be removed. And as part of that, I have instructed that an investigation be done, and the result of that investigation will also be tabled. That also includes the regional balance and the provincial balance in the current recruitment, as well as we want to look at all the defense, 3,000 plus active force that are there. We want to know where they come from. And if there is any regional imbalance, in the next recruitments that we do, we will try to make sure that it's balanced. And also, I want to announce that from here on, we'll be making sure that the next recruitments that we do will have grade 12 school level forms filled, and we'll recruit directly from our secondary schools and School of Excellence in our country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.